This 2004 Mustang Mach 1 was completely destroyed. You can see how this car was in a major accident and there was basically nothing left of the car. Although, in this case, the car would get a new life. It was going to be able to live again, and it was very incredible how this car was going to come alive again. As you can see, this was a very low mileage car. It only had 37,000 miles on it when it was totaled, and the rest of the car was in good shape. The drivetrain was solid, and it was a nice car underneath all the damage. Well, what happened to this car was it was purchased by someone who owned a body shop, and the family put the car back together, and this is what the car looks like right now. But the incredible thing about this is the story gets even better. The man who owns this car now owns a body shop, and so he took that destroyed Mach 1 and he found this car on Copart, which was just a shell of a Mach 1, but it wasn't a Mach 1 originally. This car had been on Copart a couple of times. So the story behind this actual car that you're seeing now, before the man who owns the body shop put the drivetrain and everything from that Mach 1 into, is incredible. This black Mustang started life out as a 2003 Terminator Cobra. Then it was stolen, it was theft recovered, it was completely stripped when they found it, and someone else bought it and turned it into a Mach 1. Then it was stripped out again, ended up on a Copart for a second time, and then the owner of this body shop purchased the car, and then he swapped everything from that totally destroyed Mach 1 that we saw at the beginning of the video into this car. So this car started life as an '03 Cobra, and then it was turned into a Mach 1 twice. That is a very incredible story. The first time this was turned into a Mach 1, the new owner added all the gold stripes and everything to it to make it look the way it does. And so now this car was a shell and it was able to be turned into a Mach 1 again. So I thought that was a very incredible story. Here you can see how nice the interior looks as a Mach 1 again. It has the radio bezel. Remember, an '03 Cobra did not come with the interior upgrade package option, so this is all Mach 1 specific pieces, which was also available in some GTs and V6 cars, but this is all the interior out of a Mach 1. So the person who sent me this whole story and all these pictures helped his grandpa put this car back together, and he said that they bought the car in 2007 in Florida, and when they got it back to Indiana, they said, "Holy cow, what have we got ourselves into?" When they talk to anybody about this car, the grandpa says that he has had literally every bolt on that car in his hands at one point. The grandpa has quite a Mustang collection. He's owned several Mustangs. Up until 2010, he had owned every year Mustang. He was a die-hard Ford fan since the 1955 Thunderbird came out. And so right now they have 6 '93 Cobras. They've owned 2 Terminators, a Dark Shadow Gray with 18,000 miles, a Screaming Yellow that only had 6,000 miles on it, and when they sold it, it had 44,000 miles on it. He's had a 428 Cobra Jet and a 66 GT350. And this is their 2010 Shelby GT500. And I was surprised that the stripes look like they were extra wide. I've only seen the skinny stripes on those earlier GT500s. And he said that it was actually one of 74 that were red with silver stripes, and the wider stripes come with a tech package. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So those are the pictures of that car that they have. So really cool story. I'm grateful that he shared this with me and that he reached out to me and told me about this, because it is an incredible story. And he said he loves listening to the stories that we have on this channel. So I want to thank him for watching, and I want to thank him for sharing. So everybody else, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really love these stories, and I hope you did too. So stay tuned for more Mustang content.